Alright, in this video we'll be going over the vacuum splint, and the purpose of this, using a vacuum splint, is if an athlete gets injured and we have to mobilize one of their extremities to bring them off the field or move them. The benefit of using a vacuum splint rather than putting like air into a different splint is we can prevent the extremity from moving. So if it's like broken or bent in a way, we can mold it so that it'll stay bent. And the difference, if you're pumping air into it, then it has to be straight, which won't always be the best case. So to start out, you're going to take the pad and you're just going to push all the beads around so that they don't pool up in one area, because then that'll make the splint be bulkier in one area rather than the other. So just make sure it's all even. And then if you had a second person, you would make sure that that second person would carefully bring up the leg. But since it's just one, you carefully bring up the leg, put it in the middle of the splint. Like that. Alrighty. And then you're gonna wrap them together. Bring up more. And then you wrap it around the foot just to help. So if it was, say you had a fractured bone here, you would want to prevent the ankle from moving because that would cause pain in that area. So we would, instead of just wrapping just the leg, you take one of the straps and wrap the foot so that it would stay in place. And one of the general rules, if it was a bone, then you want to wrap tighter in the joint above and below, or if it was a joint, then you'd wrap tighter in the bones above or below. And then to vacuum out the splint, we have the pump here. To vacuum out, you want the little tube that's here to be on the bottom. And then if you were trying to get the air out, say you were taking it off, then you would put it on the top here, which would blow air into it, which would make it be able to be released. And so then you're going to take the other side of the tube, you're going to put it in this white valve, which is right here. And you're going to push in until you hear a click, because then you know that it's fully secured. There you are. And then you're just going to vacuum out the air and just keep doing this till you start to see some of the beads and the splint looks a little more rigid. Alright, and then once you start to see that the splint is becoming a little bit more rigid, you want to re-tighten these, just so that they're even more secure, which prevents the extremity from moving even more. And then you just continue to vacuum it out. Alrighty. And now, since the air is vacuumed out and you can start to see the individual beads and it looks more rigid, it'll become more hard. And now that it's hard, it'll prevent the extremity from moving so that you can transport it around. And his foot doesn't move as easily. And then with that you can bring him to wherever he needs to be. And then that'll keep whatever bone is injured from moving and getting more hurt. And then to take the splint off, you want to take the splint off before they go to the hospital, because otherwise they have to cut it off. And to do that, you put the tube in the top part of the pump, and then you're just going to do the same pump action, and that'll begin to push the air back into the splint, which will make it less of a mold so that you can take it off. And that's the vacuum splint.